The FDA has removed the black box warning labels on hormone replacement therapy drugs, and these medications are used to help treat the symptoms of menopause. Prior research had shown that there were major risks associated with the medications, including breast cancer, which prompted the FDA to issue its highest warning label in 2003. But now that warning label has been removed. FDA Commissioner Marty Makary joins me now to discuss this more. Commissioner, thank you for your time.
Good to be with you, Alex.
Good to have you. But I want to go back, because in November, your agency first announced these changes, and then you said that the demonization of HRT was one of the greatest mistakes in modern medicine. And so I'm curious, what new research prompted the FDA to reverse course here?
Yeah, so there was research before the 2002-2003 dogma, and there's been research since that points to the profound long-term public health benefits of women starting hormone replacement therapy. But the key nuanced message here is it's got to be within 10 years of the onset of menopause. The old studies didn't make that distinction, and so they saw complications. They didn't recognize that window of opportunity to start it was so critical. And so these scary warnings got slapped on these products, scaring away maybe 50 million women, a 22-year dogma that has resulted in one of the greatest missed opportunities in public health, because hormone therapy in postmenopausal women doesn't just alleviate the symptoms of menopause, the hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, weight gain, and many other symptoms, but it has these profound long-term benefits to the heart, reducing the risk of heart disease by 25 to 50%. That's the #1 cause of death in women, makes bones stronger, and reduces cognitive decline. We're now recognizing these benefits in more fuller detail, and so this has been long overdue. It's just, it hadn't been done yet.
Got you. Well, the other thing, we have data that shows that prescriptions for a type of these drugs are known, correct me if I'm wrong, but estradiol patches, they have tripled in the past 5 years, and now in recent weeks, some manufacturers are reporting difficulty in keeping up with demand. I'm curious, are you concerned about a shortage here?
Well, there's no pull on the supply chain right now, but it is exciting to see this demand, because before the fear machine started in 2002, many women were already taking these products. And so that announcement in 2002 and the FDA's sort of piling on in 2003 resulted in women flushing their pills down the toilet. Doctors were calling patients. I remember this. I was in practice, calling patients saying, you got to stop it. You're going to increase your risk of dying of breast cancer. No clinical trial has ever found that it increases the risk of dying of breast cancer. And so there has been this movement. Doctors, patients who have benefited from hormone therapy, waving a flag in the air saying, hey, this was dogma. It wasn't based on science. If you look at the science, it is a good idea for the vast majority of women to start this within 10 years of the onset of menopause.
I want to pivot for a second, because the other thing that we were tracking, the FDA reversed course this week and decided to review Moderna's seasonal flu vaccine application. That decision notably came after a meeting between you and the president. But I'm curious, are you concerned at all that pharma companies might be discouraged in the future with the way this Moderna situation played out?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because there's been a lot of false reporting on this. First of all, we did not reverse course. And second of all, I've never had a communication with the president on this. This is part of the normal process of the FDA. The application was submitted, it was reviewed, and in that brief review, the preliminary review, the company was told, hey, you did not follow our guidance. You used a control group for the flu shot that was worse than standard of care in people over 65, and that is a big problem. So they sent them a letter. The company then came back and presented some additional data. They offered to reapply with different age groups separated out, and they agreed to a post-marketing commitment to do a trial with the proper control group in people over 65, the standard of care in people over 65. And so now we have a path forward. The application will be reviewed, as they have a right to request, despite the RTF letter. So this is the normal process. There's never been a reversal, and there's never been any political aspects to this. This is the normal dialogue the FDA has with companies.
But you're saying you didn't meet about this with the president the week of the 12th?
That's right.
Okay. Commissioner Makary, hey, I appreciate your time.
Good to be with you, Alex.
Thank you. Commissioner Makary, thank you so much for your time.